Bam! Downtown beats uptown. Then he offers the agents, the scouts, the steaks, the wine and dine, Smith and Walensky suits from Barney's. The cold wind snaps his head right back. Get the kid.
So I needed a break from plays. After 20 years, I said to my wife, who I always go to every time I hit these walls, I said, honey, I don't want to write another play. She says, you can't, Arje, we're broke. I said, right. I said, but I got to write, and I've been writing 8-10 hours a day for 25 years. Writing saved my life. Up until then, I did my job. I was a CEO and all that, but I just didn't feel fulfilled. And when I found writing, it was the gates opened, and I was on fire. I wrote 10-12 hours a day for 25 years. I got up 4 o'clock in the morning. I wrote till like 8. I got dressed. I went to work. I wrote during lunch hour, dinner, on turnpikes. Weekends were dominated. I totally got lost in it and found things out that essentially was working on myself. And the work that I was doing, when I didn't even know it at the time, was healing my relationship with my father. He was tough. He was tender and he was tough at the same time. I always felt that he carried within him a deep, deep sadness about his life, because he had a life in Europe, and one day he had it and the next day he was hunted. We ended up taking a cattle car for 30 days across Poland and ended up in Germany in a displacement persons camp, Bergen-Belsen, which was formerly a concentration camp where Anne Frank was actually buried. So from Bergen-Belsen we stayed for 3 years with other families who were basically displaced, waiting to be sponsored. In the book, I essentially explore my relationship with my father, but I do it with a character I create who is very driven, and he becomes a con man. I don't know why I made him a con man, other than I wanted to push the edge of what people really want and desire for themselves.
So this is it, eh, Matty? Right, so end of a love affair. Not quite. What was the straw? Straw that broke the camel's back. It's a wheat field, Eddie. We go back a long time, Matty. Oh, Eddie, please, It hasn't all been great. Don't start. Start what? Apologizing. What else can I do? Get the fuck out of my life! He pulls hundreds from his pockets, tossing them at her feet. She won't give him the satisfaction of looking down. You think I'm screwing around out there? I'm working, securing a future for you, the kid. Can I have a napkin?
I based it on the scandal, a basketball scandal of 1949, which actually happened. City College of New York won the championship in 1949 with a ragtag group of athletes from neighborhoods, black kids, Jewish kids, white kids, Italian kids, and they overwhelmed much more powerful teams. And the city was on a huge, huge high, because these were immigrant families who put out their kids, and the kids were basically fulfilling their dreams, their aspirations in America with such major success. And then it all came crashing down a year later when they were arrested for colluding with the mob and shaving points.
They knew enough to know that when in doubt, keep your mouth shut. Pete says nothing good comes from it anyway, because the minute something floats out of your mouth, you want to pull it back. Saying things you don't mean or don't know why, words looking for ideas, a chase not worth pursuing. So waxed Pete, self-appointed sage of the sound majority, who took young Eddie under his perforated wing. Hey, listen, kid, if you can keep your mouth shut and keep him guessing, why open it up and let him know for sure? You know what? That you're an idiot.